My son used to call me every morning. Every single morning, for 20 years. The phone would ring at 7:15 a.m. I would pick it up, and I would hear his voice. Good morning, Mama. Did you sleep well? That was our ritual. Our small sacred thing. Just a few minutes. Just to say, I love you. I am thinking of you. Then he met her. And the phone stopped ringing. At first I told myself he was busy. New love takes time. New relationships need space. I understood. I had been young once. I had been in love once. So I waited. I did not call him. I did not want to be the needy mother. The one who cannot let go. I waited for the phone to ring. It did not ring. Then slowly I started to hear things. Small things. Strange things. My sister called me one day. Margaret, she said. Why did you say that about David's wife? I was confused. Say what? I have not said anything. She told David that you said she was a gold digger. That you never liked her. That you have been trying to break them up since day one. I almost dropped the phone. I never said that, I said. I have never said a bad word about that woman. I have only ever been kind to her. My sister was quiet for a moment. Then she said, well, David believes her. He told me himself. He said you have been jealous and cruel, and he needs some space from you. Jealous. Cruel. Those words cut deeper than any knife. I sat down on my sofa. I looked out the window at the rain. And I realized something terrible. My daughter-in-law was whispering lies about me. Quietly. Softly. In moments I could not see. In conversations I could not hear. And my son, my sweet, gentle son, was believing every single word. This is my story. It is not a story of anger. I am too old for anger. Anger is heavy. It wears you out. This is a story of confusion. Of betrayal. Of watching the son you raised with your own two hands turn into a stranger because someone else was feeding him poison. One small lie at a time. My name is Margaret. I am 68 years old. I am a widow, a mother, a grandmother. And I am going to tell you what happened when my daughter-in-law whispered lies about me. And my son believed her. Pull up a chair, dear. Let me pour you a cup of tea. This might take a while. Let me tell you about my son. My only child. My miracle. His name is David. He came into this world after 3 days of labor. The doctors told me he might not make it. He was too small. Too early. Too fragile. But David has always been stubborn. Even before he could talk, he was stubborn. He fought to stay. He fought to breathe. He fought to live. And when I finally held him in my arms, I made a promise to God. I will love this child with every piece of my heart. I will protect him. I will never let anyone hurt him. I kept that promise. For 35 years, I kept that promise. David was a sweet boy. Quiet. Sensitive. He cried at movies. He cried when animals got hurt. He cried when I cried. When he was 7, he came home from school with a black eye. Another boy had punched him. I asked David what happened. He said he was sad, Mama. His parents are getting divorced. So I let him hit me. I thought it would make him feel better. That was my son. Too kind for this world. Too trusting. He saw the good in everyone. Even in people who were hurting him. When he grew up, he became a physical therapist. He helped people learn to walk again after accidents. He helped old people regain their strength. He was good at it. Not because he was talented. Because he cared. He really truly cared. My husband, Frank, passed away 10 years ago. Cancer. Slow. Painful. David sat with me in the hospital room every single night. He held my hand. He brought me coffee. He made sure I ate. After Frank died,
David moved back home for 6 months. He slept in his old bedroom. He fixed things around the house. He made sure I was not alone. Mama, he said, you are not going through this by yourself. I am here. I am not going anywhere. I believed him. I really did. Then he met Vanessa. Vanessa was a nurse at the hospital where David worked. She was pretty. Dark hair. Dark eyes. A smile that did not quite reach her eyes, but I did not notice that at first. David brought her to meet me on a Sunday. He was nervous. I could tell. He kept fixing his hair. He kept straightening his shirt. Mama, he said. She is the one. I know she is the one. I was happy for him. I was ready to love her. I was ready to open my arms and my heart. The doorbell rang. I opened the door. And there she was. Vanessa. She was wearing a red dress. High heels. A lot of makeup. She looked me up and down before she said a single word. Hello, she said. You must be David's mother. Not, it is so nice to meet you. Not, David talks about you all the time. Just, you must be David's mother. I held out my hand. She shook it. Her hand was cold. Not physically cold. Emotionally cold. Like she was touching something she would rather not touch. Come in, I said. Dinner is almost ready. She walked into my house. She looked around. At my furniture. At my photographs. At my old curtains. She did not say, "What a lovely home." She did not say anything. She just looked. Dinner was awkward. I asked her questions. Where did she grow up? What did her parents do? Did she have any siblings? She answered in short sentences. One word, sometimes two. She did not ask me anything about myself. She did not ask about David's childhood. She did not ask about Frank. She just ate her food and looked at her phone. After dinner, David helped me with the dishes. Vanessa sat on the sofa. She did not offer to help. She did not say thank you. In the kitchen, David said, "See, Mama? I told you she was wonderful." I looked at him. He was smiling. He was happy. He was in love. And I made a choice. A choice I would regret for the rest of my life. I chose to be quiet. I chose to ignore the cold handshake. The short answers. The phone at the dinner table. The way she looked at my home like it was beneath her. I told myself I was being judgmental. I told myself I was just being a protective mother. I told myself to give her a chance. So I smiled. I hugged her goodbye. I said, "It was so lovely to meet you, Vanessa. I hope you come again soon." She nodded. She did not say, "I will." She did not say, "Thank you for dinner." She just nodded. David hugged me. Tight. "Thank you, Mama. This means everything to me." I watched them walk to the car. Vanessa got in the driver's seat. David got in the passenger seat. She drove away. I stood in the doorway waving until the car disappeared around the corner. And I had a feeling. A cold feeling in my stomach. A feeling I could not name. Something was wrong. Something was off. But I did not know what. I would find out soon enough. The wedding was 6 months later. David was glowing. Vanessa looked beautiful. Her dress was white and long and expensive. Her family sat on one side of the church. David and I sat on the other side. Just the two of us. Vanessa's mother did not look at me. Her father did not shake my hand. Her sisters whispered to each other and glanced in my direction. I told myself I was imagining things. I told myself I was being paranoid. At the reception, I tried to talk to Vanessa's mother. "Your daughter is lovely," I said. "We are so happy to have her in our family." Vanessa's mother looked at me. Her eyes were cold. Just like her daughter's. "Vanessa tells us you have not been very welcoming," she said. I was stunned. "What? That is not true. I have been nothing but welcoming." She said you criticized her cooking. That you told her she was not good enough for David. I never said that, I said. I have never said a single bad word about Vanessa. Vanessa's mother shrugged. "Well, that is what she told us." She walked away. I stood there, holding my glass of champagne, feeling the room spin around me. Why would Vanessa say that? I thought. Why would she lie? I did not understand it then. But I understand it now. Vanessa was building a wall. A wall between David and me. And the first bricks of that wall were lies. Small lies. Quiet lies. Lies whispered in private moments when I was not there to defend myself. Your mother said my dress was ugly. Your mother said I am not smart enough for you. Your mother said you should have married someone else. None of it was true. But David did not know that. All he knew was what Vanessa told him. And Vanessa told him lies. The first time I noticed David acting strange was 3 months after the wedding. I called him on a Tuesday. Just to say hello. Just to hear his voice. He answered. "Hey, Mama." His voice was flat. "Tired? How are you, baby?" I asked. "How is married life?" "Fine," he said. "Everything is fine." "Are you sure? You sound different." There was a pause. A long pause. Mama, he said. Vanessa said you told her she was not family. That she would never be a real part of this family. I gasped. David, I never said that. I have never said anything like that. She said you told her at the wedding. In front of her mother. David, listen to me. I did not say that. I would never say that. I love Vanessa. I am so happy you married her. Another pause. Then he said, okay, Mama. I believe you. But his voice did not sound like he believed me. It sounded like he was tired. Like he had heard this before. Like he was caught between two women and did not know which way to turn. I should have asked more questions. I should have driven to his house. I should have sat him down and said, David, something is wrong. Your wife is lying to you. But I did not. Because I did not want to be the difficult mother-in-law. I did not want to be the one who causes problems. So I said nothing. I let the lie sit there. Unchallenged. Uncorrected. And that was my mistake. That was the moment I lost him. Because a lie that is not challenged becomes the truth. The lies did not stop. They got worse. Every time I saw David, he was a little more distant. A little colder. A little less like my son. At family gatherings, Vanessa would cling to his arm. She would whisper things in his ear. She would glance at me, then look away. I started to hear rumors from other family members. My brother told me, David said you tried to give Vanessa spoiled food on purpose. My cousin told me, David said you told people Vanessa trapped him with the pregnancy. My neighbor, who had known David since he was a baby, told me, David said you have been telling everyone that Vanessa is a gold digger. None of it was true. None of it. I tried to defend myself. I never said those things. I have never said anything bad about Vanessa. But the more I defended myself, the guiltier I looked. People started to believe the lies. Because where there is smoke, there must be fire, right? I started to feel crazy. Like I was living in a nightmare where nothing was real. Where my own words were being twisted into weapons against me. I started to question myself. Did I say something wrong? Did I look at her the wrong way? Did I accidentally offend her? I went back through every conversation, every dinner, every holiday, every phone call. I could not find a single moment where I had been unkind to Vanessa. Not one. But the lies kept coming. And David kept believing them. One day, I drove to David's house. I did not call first. I just went. I needed to see him. I needed to talk to him. Alone, Vanessa opened the door. She looked at me. She did not smile. Margaret, she said. David is not here. When will he be back? I asked. I do not know, she said. He is busy. You should call before you come. She started to close the door. Vanessa, I said. Wait. Can we talk? Just you and me. She stopped. She looked at me. Her eyes were cold. But curious. Talk about what? She asked. About us, I said. About whatever is wrong between us. I feel like you are upset with me. And I want to fix it. She leaned against the door frame. She crossed her arms. Nothing is wrong, she said. I am not upset. Then why does David seem so distant? Why does he believe things about me that are not true? Vanessa smiled. But it was not a kind smile. It was a smile that said, I have won. And you have lost. Margaret, she said. David is a grown man. He can make his own decisions. If he is distant, maybe it is because of something you did. Maybe you should look in the mirror. She closed the door. Not hard. Not soft. Just closed. I stood on her porch. In the cold. Staring at a closed door. And I realized something. I was not going to win this battle. Because I was not fighting a fair fight. Vanessa was fighting in the dark. Whispering lies when I was not there. Twisting my words when I could not defend myself. And David, my sweet, trusting David, was caught in the middle. He loved his wife. He wanted to believe her. And she was giving him reasons to doubt me. I drove home. I sat in my dark living room. I did not turn on the lights. I just sat there. In the silence. And I started to cry. Not loud sobs. Just quiet tears. The kind that come when you realize you are losing something you cannot get back. The breaking point came on Mother's Day. Every year, David took me out to brunch. Just the two of us. It was our tradition. He would bring me flowers. He would tell me he loved me. He would say, Thank you for being the best mama in the world.
That year, I waited by the phone. 8 a.m. 9 a.m. 10 a.m. No call. At 11 a.m., I called him. David, I said. Are we still doing brunch? There was a pause. Then he said, Mama, Vanessa planned something for her mother today. I forgot to tell you. I am sorry. Oh, I said. That is okay. We can do brunch another day. I am sorry, Mama, he said again. I will make it up to you. He did not make it up to me. He never made it up to me. I spent Mother's Day alone. I made myself a sandwich. I watched television. I looked at old photographs of David when he was little. That night, I posted a picture on Facebook. An old picture. David at 5 years old, holding a bouquet of dandelions he had picked for me from the backyard. I wrote, missing my boy today. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. It was a harmless post. Innocent. Just a mother missing her son. Within an hour, Vanessa called David. She was screaming. I could hear her through the phone. Your mother is trying to make me look bad. She posted that picture to make people feel sorry for her. She is manipulative. She is toxic. She is trying to ruin my Mother's Day. David called me. His voice was cold. Mama, why did you post that picture? Because I miss you, David. That is all. I just miss you. Vanessa thinks you are trying to make her look like a bad daughter-in-law. I am not trying to do anything, I said. I just posted a picture of my son on Mother's Day. There is nothing wrong with that. You should take it down, David said. It is causing problems. David, listen to yourself. You are asking me to take down a picture of you as a child because your wife is upset? Just take it down, Mama. Please. For my sake. I sat there, holding the phone, staring at the picture on my computer screen. My little boy. My sweet, innocent little boy holding dandelions for me. Okay, I said. I will take it down. I hung up. I deleted the picture. I closed my computer. And I sat in the dark. For a long, long time. That was the moment I knew. I had lost him. Not because of anything I did. But because of the lies. The whispers. The poison that had been dripping into his ear, day after day, month after month. He was not my son anymore. He was her husband. And she had one after Mother's Day. I stopped reaching out. I stopped calling. I stopped texting. I stopped inviting them for dinner. I stopped sending birthday cards. I stopped everything. Not because I was angry. Because I was tired. So tired. I had spent 2 years fighting against lies I could not see. Defending myself against accusations I could not prove. Trying to hold on to a son who was slipping through my fingers like water. I had nothing left to give. So I let go. It was the hardest thing I have ever done. Harder than watching Frank die. Harder than raising a child alone. Harder than anything. I let go of my son. I let go of my daughter-in-law. I let go of the grandchildren I might never have. I let go of the future I had imagined. And I grieved. I grieved like someone had died. Because someone had. The David I knew had died. Not physically. But emotionally. He was gone. Replaced by a stranger who looked like him but did not act like him. I grieved for months. I stopped going to church. I stopped answering the phone. I stopped leaving the house. My sister came to check on me. She found me in my bathrobe at 3 p.m., sitting in the dark, staring at the wall. Margaret, she said. You cannot live like this. I do not know how to live any other way, I said. I have lost everything. You have not lost everything, she said. You have lost David. But you have not lost yourself. She took me to a doctor. A therapist. A kind woman named Dr. Evelyn. She was about my age. Gray hair. Warm eyes. She reminded me of my mother. Margaret, Dr. Evelyn said. You did not cause this. You cannot control this. And you cannot cure this. What do you mean? I asked. Your daughter-in-law is insecure. She sees you as a threat. So she is trying to push you out of David's life. The lies are her weapon. And David is her victim as much as you are. David believes her, I said. He thinks I am the bad one. David wants peace in his marriage, Dr. Evelyn said. He is choosing to believe her because it is easier than fighting. That is not your fault. That is his choice. I thought about that. For a long time. David was not a victim. He was a grown man. He had chosen to believe the lies because believing the truth would be too hard. It would mean admitting that his wife was wrong. That his mother was innocent. That he had been manipulated. It was easier to believe that I was the problem. Because then he did not have to confront Vanessa. I understood that. But understanding did not make it hurt less. Dr. Evelyn gave me advice. Advice I want to share with you. She said, Margaret, you cannot make David see the truth. You can only live your truth. Be kind. Be honest. Be patient. And leave the door open. One day, he might walk through it. So I did. I stopped defending myself. I stopped explaining. I stopped trying to prove my innocence. I simply lived my life. Quietly. Peacefully, I planted a garden. I joined a book club. I started volunteering at the local animal shelter. I made new friends. Women my age. Women who had also lost children to distance, to divorce, to lies. We supported each other. We cried together. We laughed together. We reminded each other that we were not invisible. That we mattered. And I waited. I left the door open. Just a crack. Hoping that one day, my son would come home. 2 years passed. 2 years of silence. 2 years of empty Sundays. 2 years of wondering if my son remembered I existed. Then, one night, my phone rang. It was 11 p.m. I was in bed, reading. I looked at the caller ID. David. My hands were shaking as I answered. Hello, Mama. His voice was broken. Crying. Mama, I am so sorry. What happened, baby? I asked. Vanessa left me, he said. She took everything. The house. The car. The money. She said she never loved me. She said she only married me because I was stable. Because I would take care of her. I closed my eyes. Tears ran down my cheeks. Are you okay? I asked. Where are you? I am at a hotel, he said. I did not know where else to go. Come home, I said. My door has always been open. It has never been closed. He was silent for a moment. Then he said, Mama, I believed her. All those things she said about you. I believed every word. And I never even asked you. I never even gave you a chance to defend yourself. I know, I said. But I forgive you. I forgave you a long time ago. Why? He asked. How can you forgive me after what I did? Because you are my son, I said. And I love you. Not because you deserve it. Because you need it. David came home that night. He walked through my front door at 1 a.m. He looked terrible. Tired. Thin. Broken. I made him a cup of tea. I wrapped him in a blanket. I sat with him on the sofa, just like I did when he was a child and had a nightmare. We did not talk about Vanessa. We did not talk about the lies. We just sat together. Mother and son. In the dark. In the quiet. And for the first time in 2 years, I felt at peace. It has been 6 months since David came home. He is healing. Slowly. He goes to therapy. He talks about his feelings. He is learning to trust again. Not just others. Himself. He calls me every morning at 7:15 a.m. Just like he used to. Good morning, Mama. Did you sleep well? I slept well, baby. Did you? Better than yesterday, that is all that matters, I say. One day at a time. He is living with me for now. Until he gets back on his feet. My old house feels full again. There are shoes by the door. Dishes in the sink. Laughter in the living room. It is not the life I imagined. But it is a life. And I am grateful for it. I do not hate Vanessa. I cannot hate her. She was broken. Insecure. Afraid. She did not know how to love without possessing. She did not know how to share without competing. I pray for her sometimes. I pray that she finds peace. That she heals. That she learns to love without destroying. And I pray for David. That he forgives himself. That he stops carrying the weight of his mistakes. That he knows he is loved. Always. No matter what. Here is what I have learned. What I want you to take with you. Lies are like shadows. You cannot fight them. You cannot catch them. You cannot prove they are not there. All you can do is turn on the light. Live your truth. Be kind. Be patient. Leave the door open. And trust that the people who love you will find their way back. If you are a mother who has been pushed away, do not give up. But do not chase either. Love from a distance. Leave the door open. And live your life. If you are a son or daughter who has been told lies about your mother, ask her. Just ask her. Give her a chance to tell her side. You might be surprised by what you hear. And if you are a daughter-in-law who feels threatened by her husband's mother, please know this. She is not trying to take your place. She is just trying to find her place. She raised the man you love. Honor that. Respect that. You do not have to be best friends. But do not be enemies. Life is too short for that kind of war. My name is Margaret. I am 68 years old. My son lives with me now. He is sleeping in his old bedroom, under the same blanket he had when he was 10. His phone rings sometimes. Vanessa calls. He does not answer. He is not ready. And I do not push him. We are healing. Together. Slowly. One day at a time. The phone rings at 7:15 a.m. every morning. And I pick it up. And I hear his voice. Good morning, Mama. Did you sleep well?